My another podcast, everyday podcast, folks. Every day, I am going to post a one podcast every day, maybe two. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I might get lucky and have enough energy to do it twice in one day. That'd be amazing. But excuse me, I am my own advocate. I'm advocating for myself because um, I've been down the try to get help road, and I'm just running into uh, same roadblocks uh, that that I've been dealing with since the beginning of trying to get help for my situation. Policy procedure. Got a lot of reluctancy through trying to get any attention for my story. You know, so to start off with, I elected to do a podcast every day until I could receive some assistance because they have my hand has been forced to um, put pressure on the powers that be, the people that are the gatekeepers of needing to help to address my situation. They are literally the gatekeepers of just just paying attention. Okay, just sitting down and saying, yeah, this is a situation that needs some special attention. Uh, let's let's get all the information we need, and let's have a plan. Okay, let's create a mission to try to get this soldier, this veteran, combat veteran, the assistance that he's supposed to be getting. Okay, taxpayers pay the money, veterans get the help. It's that simple. Okay, I have run into a purgatory in the manner of policy and procedure um, being my worst enemy right now through the Veterans Health Administration and beyond. Who knows what other policy procedures that are governing my lack of care right now um, are at play. I just don't know, but I know that I know this is what this much I know. I'm sitting here complaining. I'm sitting here pleading, begging for the for someone, someone with the knowledge, the authority, the power to address my issue. It's not a concern. I don't have a concern. All right. This isn't, oh, I'm worried about my, no, this is not what that is. This is a failed, okay. This is a failed, uh, um, um, this is a failed promise, all right, to take care of your veterans in under what everyone has agreed to do, which is pay taxes to keep the Veteran Administration open to help them get medical care as needed, because that's who we are, right? It's that simple. While I'm sitting here under a complication that nobody knows how to deal with, apparently. It, that's what's happening. So I know it's hard to believe. I know it's hard to believe. People are sitting there. If you guys are listening to this, please pass it on to someone who gives a damn, someone who is eager enough to at least say, "Hey, have you heard this fella? Have you heard this veteran say, hey, look, he's complaining about having a situation through the Veterans Health Administration, and there might be something here. Can somebody? It will benefit you." I don't understand. It's been a few days now. I've had a couple of posts, and no one. I have no one. I have zero. Am I am I in the United States of America? Am I a veteran? I don't understand. Okay. Look, I don't need to be sat down and explain that things take time. I've been waiting for 8 to 10 years battling to try to get assistance for a TBI in which the VA declines to even address. Yeah, the VA could sit here and say, "Hey, look, we tried to address some of the situation, but we just don't have enough of it." It's always something. Okay, it's never okay. Well, hey, you are a veteran. Let's start with that. Okay, yes, you are a veteran and you are qualified to receive medical care. Let's start with the basics because that seems to be the loop of where I sit in this purgatory. It's a loop. It's like Groundhog's Day. I wake up every morning with the same scenario. You guys have no idea. Okay, the shit that I've been through trying to deal with people who give me a little bit of a promise and say, we're gonna take care of this situation. I've heard it from DAV. I've heard it from all these veteran organizations that work with the VA. We're gonna we adjudicate. That's a big word for these people. We have all this adjudicated cases. So you're gonna get the help you need. I'm still sitting here. I don't see any one damn person from the DAV, from Veteran Health, any damn veteran health organization that is supposed to be reaching out, and then those that God bless you that don't that create their own programs, like the Wounded Warrior program. I have some issue with the Wounded Warrior program, but they are at least doing something, right? But I haven't had one single individual with the power. I'm the person that has reached out to every single organization to try to get assistance. Me, not one person for 8 to 10 years has contacted me with all the shit that I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of stuff, reaching out, helping other veterans, becoming part of this organization, that organization. I even did, and I'm telling you guys, I've been through Congress, I've been through the Senate, and I address my situation, but there always seems to be, well, if we're going to help you, what can you do for me? When I bring up my case to our elected officials, I always get the runaround. Like, for instance, just now, I had to fill out a form for Kirsten Cinema. Okay. Yeah. And it's a form that says, "Do you have an attorney?" And I have to fill that out. Well, I just got information back saying we do not represent any legal firm. We do not give any legal advice. We can't help you with legal advice. Am I asking for fucking legal advice from your office? You asked me, and I'm telling you what's going on. You can't work around the fact that I have something that I need to get done. You can't say, well, hey, we don't work with that, but this is what we're going to do on our side. Follow through with your end of me being a combat veteran. Isn't that your duty? Who do I call to address my situation when it's not being addressed? The police? Hmm? Who do I call when it's a federal situation and I need to address this federal issue because there's limitation to it? So obviously, there's going to be specific a specific road that I need to take to address my medical issue with the Veteran Health Administration. Right? I'm limited. I just can't reach out there and grab a police officer and say, "Hey," and people are like, "Why not?" Yeah, you don't know. So I've already. This is what I get, people. And then when I complain about it, I have an issue. It's like the teachers these days that go and try to, say this is my kid. You don't teach my kids, all these supposedly educational issues that I don't want you to be teaching my kid that are inappropriate. You know, I feel like that. Okay, and I've been dealing with this since before that this teacher thing has been blown up. I've been dealing with this stuff before a lot of people have been having issues in our country with certain things. Okay, I've been on it since day one, and I have gotten nowhere. I'm the exception, people. I am the exception where I fell through the cracks. Okay, but when I complain about it, people just do not believe me. It's been 8 to 10 years. No one believes me. It's and then there's always the skeptics, right? Well, there's something going on. There's something missing here. No, there's not a damn thing missing. Okay, what do you expect me to do? You think I have all this money to put an ad on TV saying I am a veteran? My name is Sergeant De Leon, and I have an issue with the Veterans Health Administration. Please contribute to my case. You think I have that power? Come on, you guys, get with the program here. I'm with the program. Okay, I've been dealing with this trying to be as courteous. I've been dealing with this trying to be as helpful as possible with everyone that I've dealt with, especially doctors through the Veteran Health Administration, especially doctors through the Health Administration. Okay, when is it time that what you guys tell me? Okay, when is it time for me to start getting the care I need? Apparently, it's not up to me to decide that. Okay, I can bitch and complain all day for years, which I've been doing, and nothing gets done. Nothing. I'm still sitting here complaining about it. Well, what exactly are you complaining about? That's what I get, people. I'm blue in the face while I'm losing my face, as you can see. I need the spark to happen to start the fire. All right. I need my case to be opened up and addressed, and not with these more morons, supervisors in the VA that are talking about, hey, I'm in charge of the Southwest region of the medical. I dealt with them, right? Nothing has changed with my situation. I've gotten worse. So it's not like I got an ailment. and then it went away. And now I'm complaining about getting assistance for it. No, I'm dealing with the disability as right now, as I'm speaking to you, is getting worse and worse and worse. So nothing has changed, and nothing has been forwarded with my case. It's like this guy has a neurological issue, and okay, so we'll check that box, and then we'll move on. That's not what needs to happen with me, people. Okay. I'm 50. Look, I'm 54 years old. I've been dealing with this for 8 to 10 years. All right, you do the math. So I need the assistance from people who do their job to address my situation. Okay, I don't know what it takes for somebody to say, "Hey, let's attack, let's address this case, Sergeant DeLeon, retired. Let's address your case, and let's start from here. This is what we're going to do." Where is that person? Where are those people? Hmm? I don't know. But apparently, it takes one hell of an effort to try to get somebody to address my case. Well, what's your case? That's all I've been dealing with, people. I'm sitting here answering questions. I've been answering questions for 8 to 10 years. Don't you think it's time I start asking the questions? What are you doing for me? Right? I did my duty. Where's your duty? Well, there's a process, right? Yeah, I'm sure there's a process. So it's taking 8 to 10 years for this process to do what? Nothing? It's unbelievable, people. It is absolutely unbelievable that the extent of my injury, the degree of my disability, the uniqueness of my disability has not gotten the attention from anyone in the Veterans Administration to forward it to keep on top of what's going on with me. Okay, I had just recently, within the last year, applied for a TBI and got denied because I needed to do that to have it for a record to say, look, he's applying, he's claiming for a TBI. There were some problems in the beginning, but so he got denied. All right, I was told to do that so we can forward this situation and and start dealing with it, right? Well, nothing's going on, people. No one with the authority that is supposed to be addressing my case has reached out to me. No one. It's unbelievable. I see this is exactly why veterans behave the way they do. This is this is the motivation that veterans expose to the public, to civilians, to say, I hate that. Disgruntled veteran can be very negative to people in their community, and have this narrative of the military sucks, the VA sucks, and you guys create those monsters. The people who have the power, who don't do a damn thing to address certain situations, create these sort of monsters in the communities. And then you wonder why there's such negativity toward the VA, right? I've been dealing with this for 8 to 10 years, you guys, 8 to 10 years, And I say 8 to 10 years because in the beginning, no one knew what was going on. I didn't know, and I give the VA the margin of error to say, look, yeah, but as soon as that margin of error has passed, then people need to do their jobs, right? Look, I know how to do my job. My job put me in a wheelchair. My job put me in a wheelchair to have a disability, a central nervous system dysfunction that is progressively getting worse because I have no medical management. And who's to say the medical management is going to work? But at least I should get some. Because and here's the thing: if they acknowledge that I have a TBI, then what happens? Then they're addressing it, right? And I'm able to benefit from having a TBI. Who wants to do? Who wants to benefit from a fucking TBI? No one. But I don't have a choice because I got one. So what do I do? Huh? I'm tired of dealing with folks, being forwarded to folks who supposedly have this authority to start making decisions on my case. There, I have not had a person to do that. I have people claiming they are, but nothing has proceeded from that point on. And I'm still sitting here complaining. I'm going to do a post every single day until maybe I'll have to wait for Donald Trump to get into office. Is that what I got to do? Do I have to wait for Donald Trump and knock on his door and say, "Look, Big D, I have this issue and I really need the assistance, and here's my case. Can you help me with it?" I'm almost sure that guy would say, "Let's move your case forward, and if it gets stagnant, you call me, and we'll get the right people to keep moving it forward." I'm almost pretty sure that's what will happen with Donald Trump. You know why? Because that's what Donald Trump does. How do you think he's been successful all his life? Hmm? Because he's worried about the rules and regulations and shit that prevent him from moving forward? No, he addresses it. He says, "Oh, just because you're telling me no doesn't mean I can't follow through with it." That's how you become successful, people. That's how you get shit done. We would never win a war if people were so concerned about privacy and policy, the rule of engagements, in other words. We would never win a war if a person would sit there and say, "Well, I can't shoot a bullet because, I'm not allowed to do that." We would never win a war. So again, I did my duty. Where's your duty, America? Hmm? I've been trying to do your duty as well. I'm doing your job. I'm trying to take care of myself, which you're supposed to, but I'm doing it in a matter of where it's not my position to do. I don't have the authority to to medically evaluate myself and write it down on a piece of paper and sign it as a doctor. I don't have the authority to do that. But if somebody could give me authority to do that, let's do it because I'm more than willing to do it. I know what I have. I know my situation. I know where the VA sits on it. I know where I sit on it. I know why I've been sitting here for 8 to 10 years. I know all this stuff already, people. All you have to do is contact me and we can start this case and I can say, "Well, what are my options? What are my options? Do I need to sit here, and since I'm in this loophole, do we need to address the situation in a legal matter? Do we need to address the situation in a medical matter? How about all of the above? Well, I can tell you right now, folks, I've definitely been medically mismanaged through the VA. Medically mismanaged, medical neglect. That's what I have. What else would it be? We're waiting for a policy to kick in, and we just don't know what that policy is. But you're ahead of your time, Mr. De Leon, with your ailment. It's such a unique situation that we have to wait for a policy to be generated in the future to apply to you. Is that what's happening to me? I'd rather hear, you know what, Sergeant De Leon, you're a liar. You're a complete liar. You're situated. You weren't even in Iraq. How can you possibly get an injury and not document it and go through and be a tough guy and then come out through and it manifest states and then you have this issue and then you're trying to explain to somebody what's going. You're a complete liar. You're trying to fraud the VA, Sergeant De Leon. That's what's going on. I'd rather hear that so that way I can address it legally. Shoot it to me. Go ahead, VA. Shoot it straight to me and say I'm a complete liar. Let's just get it out of the way. Because I would love for that to happen. That will forward my case. Okay. But as the luck as I've had, I probably couldn't even reach an attorney with even the most obvious statement like that coming from somebody who'd be like the VA. It'd be like, hey, Sergeant Dillon, you're just a complete liar. You need to get legal help. I probably couldn't even get an attorney. Attorney would ask me like, well, why would they say that? Well, I don't know if we can help you. That's been my luck. It's like it's right there. They just said I'm a liar. How are you going to help me with that? They refuse to give me medical care. Is that not a reason? Who? That's where I'm sitting, people. That's where I have been sitting for 8 to 10 years with unbelievable situations happening to me. I literally had a doctor with my wife. I've been bringing my wife to these appointments because I've been telling my wife that this is what has been going on with me and this is the way I'm being treated. And of course, it's you have to see it to believe it. You have to experience it to believe it because it's almost unbelievable, right? Everybody thinks that if you get mistreated as a veteran, this is what you're going to do and this is the way it's going to happen. It doesn't happen that way, people. It does not happen that way. So I invited my wife to some of them. And the worst one I had, I'm so glad she was there because this doctor was a complete disrespectful professional toward me and my ailment, my disability. He was degrading, he was disrespectful, and he blatantly told my wife that I will move my body parts. I have the central nervous system dysfunction where my fine motor skills don't work, and that I will move my body parts when I feel like it. Turned around, told her. My wife said, well, why does he have this problem? Because, my wife doesn't. No one understands it but me. Okay, but when you have a situation that needs to be addressed, and a medical professional and even this medical professional in his being a specialist for years and years and decades comes forward and like a surprise. This guy just, he was so, how would I say, with all the experience that he has had in his specialty, right? With all the experience that he has had, come out and ignore everything that he has learned throughout the years and just say, Your husband, he told my wife, your husband will move his body parts when he feels like. He basically said I'm a complete fucking liar. He's lying. How would you feel about that? Right? Think about it, people. Out of all the experiences doctor has had, out of all the neurology that he has learned, that's what his job is. And then a specialty at it. One of the two out of the Southwest and Arizona, one of only two, comes out and tells my wife in front of me that I do not have a medical problem. That all this dysfunctional stuff is in my mind. And I'm thinking, it is. It is in my mind. That's the problem. But you know what I mean. It's And so with that narrative being passed on, right? How do I win? How do I get past that? Now that I have one of out of two specialists in the Southwest, and probably regarded because he works for the VA sometimes, one of the best doctors to help the VA out. Again, policy procedure, people. I'm battling a ghost. Okay. If the policy procedure says no to me, then everybody under that policy procedure has to follow it. So in order to battle that policy procedure, what do I need? I need my senator. Well, my senator just told me right now that they're not able to help me because they don't help with any legalities. Well, you're the one asking me if I'm trying to address legal issues with it, and I said yes, but I still need your help, Kirsten Cinema. How do you just give up on me like that by saying no? We can't help you because of some legal issues. That's a bunch of bullshit, people. You can't see what my situation is and say, oh, okay, yeah, I see that you're trying to get legal help. You see what I mean, people? I do a lot of people's jobs here. I've been dealing with this is what I've been dealing with for 8 to 10 years. I have to sit down and explain to these people in power that you elect, or people with the power, that this is the case, this is a situation. How do you not have an option for me? How do you not get involved with a veteran in which the community also thanks every single veteran for their help? Well, thank you for your service, but no thanks when it comes to asking you directly for assistance. Is that what we have to deal with? Because this is what you're creating in our country, right? So you want me to go on, and people who ask me, hey, you think my son should join the military? I'll say, hell fucking no. You know why? Because this is a situation I'm in. Would you like that? Would you like for me to do that and create negativity in our community as a veteran? No, you would not. But you're the guy, you're the people with the power that are creating it. It's that simple. And when you piss some people off, you know, to a point, which I am, and what do you expect me to do? You want me to work with you now? You want me to be more compassionate toward your understanding of how you work with policies and procedures? No, that's your job. You just come with me with options. Okay, and if those options aren't available, then you find some damn options. You create a new option for me. That's how it works, people. That's how you win wars. But I don't have shit. Okay? I've been disrespected. I'm going to do like the Donald Trump thing at the end of his rallies. I'm going to do one of those scenarios. Okay. I have been disrespected. I have been dismissed. I have been ridiculed behind the doors. I have been deemed psychologically unstable, which I am, but not in this manner. I have been deemed a liar, um, and I have been stamped as frauding my medical situation to try to gain benefits from the Veteran Health Administration. So under all that, how do you expect me to behave? I'm asking you guys a question. How do you expect me to behave when I have this narrative of being a liar, not being truthful with my medical? I'm a fraud to try to gain beneficial benefits from the VA, um, and I'm unwilling to work with doctors. I'm being difficult, and so how do you expect me to behave when all I have is negativity toward my claim? I don't have anything positive, people. I don't have anybody saying, "Hey, we have this veteran. Oh my God, he's trying to do the best he can. He was with Team Red, White, and Blue, and he was climbing up a mountain, and he lost function of his leg because he was trying too hard to climb the mountain. And oh my God, this guy, he's just trying to get a help. And I have no one on my side except for my family, and I refuse to allow my family to fight this issue because it's not their issue. It's not their fight. Okay? They don't have to live with my disability day in and day out. And I'll be damned if people are going to say, well, why can't they help you? Or why aren't they out there trying to advocate for you? They have their own lives. They have their own situation to deal with. And my situation will definitely burden and hurt a lot of people and put a lot of time on their back, to which it's not necessary. How many people do I need besides the person that's dealing with the disability himself? All you need is me. I'm the one complaining. I'm the valid one. I'm the one that's going to sign the paper and say, "Yeah, you guys are full of shit. I've been dealing with this for 8 to 10 years. Ain't nobody else going to do that but me. I don't need anybody else. I didn't need anybody then, and I don't need anybody now." Okay, I should be able to do this myself as the person with the disability. Say, "Look, I'm here. I'm sitting right here, right in front of you. What are you going to do to help me?" It's that simple, people. I contacted the Veterans uh, Select Committee in Washington. I got the person in charge of taking notes or memos and whatever the hell you call them. Yeah, so I left a message. Hey, can you have one of my brothers or sisters, which I know they're there, that don't have arms and legs? They will understand my situation. The people, they're on the committee to help veterans issues. Sure, I'll give them a message and have them contact you. Guess what I got? Goose egg. No one has contacted me. I know why. All right. This isn't speculation, people. I'm past speculation. 8 to 10 years still sitting here bitching about something on Restream, on YouTube, and all this. Still complaining about not one single person with the authority to address my situation and forward it to have the policies and procedures through the Veterans Health Administration apply to me. Not apply to me, but apply to me. What other reason do you guys want? I mean, the VA is asking for legal a legal fight. That's what they're asking for. And I can't even get an attorney to say, hey, if the VA is denying me a TBI and they're, what do you think is going on with me? I'm not getting the medical help I need, but it seems like I got to do an attorney's job also. I can't believe that no one has called me and said, hey, I'll take your damn case. This is a slam dunk case. You have a TBI and there's no policy or procedure that benefits you through the VA. How would you get this TBI, this dysfunction? There's no I don't know. There's no anomaly. There's no we just aren't sure. There's none of that, people. There's only a I know where you got it. If it's a duck and it looks like a duck and sounds like a duck, it's a son of a bitchin' ass duck. Considering where I was and my situation, how I sustained the injury. Where else would I get this? Right? And so that's where I have been sitting battling doctors at the VA and outside the VA that are kicking the can down the road with this narrative that I'm full of shit. That's what I've been dealing with, people. I'm full of shit, right? Yeah, I'm a veteran. I'm a combat veteran. I sustained 2 head injuries overseas and a back injury that masked any head injury that symptoms that I was having when I returned, and didn't know how to deal with it. But I did know I wanted to go home, and I can deal with any pain coming my way because I'm a tough son of a bitch. Engineer, blood, gut, sweat, and tears. That's what creates an engineer, and I've done it. So don't fucking tell me that I don't understand. Put my time in, folks. I sure as hell did. And now I'm putting more time in, dealing with and battling with the shit that other people are supposed to be dealing with to address my situation. Not me address your fucking attitude of why you can't do stuff, but you address me, right? But that's not happening, people. That is not happening. No one's stepping up to the plate, right? Kirsten Cinema, where are you? All my Republican friends, where are you? My Republican elected officials in Arizona, where are you? Doug Ducey, I don't even want to talk about you, man. But where are you? Right? Not one of you sons of bitches are addressing my case. I tried to reach out to um, one of the other representatives we have, and I had to argue with her staff. I was arguing with her staff. I just didn't get on the phone and say, "Look, you little sorry," right, and start arguing. No, I was trying to explain my case, and I was trying to create options. And oh no, you can't because you have to call your elected official in your zone and do. I said, "Look, I'm a veteran. Anybody and everyone should be able to help me. I want to know what the options are. Just can you just have somebody call me that has the authority instead of your right." Hesco, what's her name? Debbie Lesko, whatever the hell her name is. I don't even know if she's still in office. I had to deal with them, and I've been on several people, not just Republican but Democrats. But right now, I want to ask the question, people. Help me ask the question. This is what you guys can do for me. Okay, I got to end this thing because it's going on too long. I want you guys to help me ask the question. Ask, just send a note, send a quick email. Hey, what are you doing to help Sergeant De Leon, combat veteran, with his progressive TBI, which he's not getting any medical care from? Please contact his number, his email, marco.adeleon, the number one at gmail.com, or you can contact, my information's on the Restream. Contact him and see what you got to do for him. Not what can you do for him. What are you going to do for him? How are you going to follow through with it? Okay, thank you. I'm a concerned citizen. You guys are paying the bill anyways, right? It sounds to me like he needs some legal help. Is there anything you guys can do to help address the situation? He needs some desperate help. I don't care if they're not able to help me with legal assistance, as long as they can follow through with trying to get me situated with legal assistance. Who can't do that? A janitor can do that. These people in power, why can't they do it? They're my elected official. You would think they would have all the options. And if you don't have the options, then why are you in the position you're in? I want to take my vote back. Right? I didn't put you in that office. I didn't vote for you so you have limited options. I voted for you to create more options that we don't see because they're out there. But no, I have to deal with, oh, that's not our policy. Well, why don't I just go live in a democratic, what do you call it, under Castro? So that way, everything that I'm dealing with, I can understand that I'm not going to get assistance for. I live under this dictatorship, and I just got to deal with what I got to deal with. I'm not in the United States, right? A bunch of bullshit, people. Don't explain to me what my options are and are not in my country. If you do, you're just making a fool of yourself. Okay, there's no limitation to a veteran getting assistance that he needs. There's no limitation, people. If you think there's limitation to it, then you're a fool. You shouldn't be in office, and you should be cleaning floors or flipping burgers. Have no authority whatsoever. Go pick up some trash on the highway. Where are you guys? Help me out, people. Where are my elected officials to help me out with this situation? I have a unique TBI that has manifested into taking 85 to 90% of my body dysfunction, body movement. It's a body central nervous system disorder, getting worse, and it's a severe situation. Who knows what's going to happen to me? I may not even wake up tomorrow because I'm susceptible to a stroke. It's so unique that how can it not get the attention it needs? But it's not. Where are my elected officials? Hmm? Okay, Carrie Lake, I know you're just starting off, but is there anything you can do to say, look, I'm going to be your next governor, and I have a case that's going to come with me? How about that? How about take me on that way? How about an attorney contact me and say, you know what? This is a bunch of bullshit. I want to hear your case, and let's see if we can get you moving forward. How about that? I haven't had one single person do that either. Considering I've been sitting here for 8 to 10 years with no medical management through the VA for a TBI. You can see my face, right? That's a motor dysfunction that I got recently because I pulled a tooth out and the nervous system picked up on it. So it got rid of the fine motor skill. And that's what happens to me. This is the second time it's happened to my body in a surgical way. So if that's not enough for you, then I have every reason to think the hell with all you guys. Damn all you guys. Okay? You don't want to benefit? This will benefit you. Take my case on, and this will help you and help me because this is a slam dunk in your face case. I don't understand people. People with power are running scared. That's what's been going on. And contact my local officials, our local official, I don't give a damn if they're whatever. I just got through contacting Kirsten Cinema. She says I have no option because it's a legal matter. We don't give legal matters, and that was it. All right. I am a Republican. I'm reaching out to a Democrat. And I don't give a damn. But she's going to be out of office, so maybe that's her reason not to help me. Isn't that a damn shame? Isn't that a damn shame? Well, you know what? Hey, all you that don't want to help, you're welcome. You're welcome for, my service. You're welcome. You know. So that's on you. So thanks for listening. And until tomorrow, I'll do another passage on this podcast and bitch and complain about not getting the assistance I need because no one's going to contact me. I don't know how long it's going to go on, folks, but it's going to take that special moment of where a clarity of where a person's going to say, I see what's going on, and let's deal with it. Yeah, sure, why not? I don't know where that person is, but everyone is going to be depending on that person, right? It's like everyone. Oh, there's going to be a person out there that's going to do that. I wonder who it's going to be. Was it not you? You see, like that's what we have in our country now. That is a virus in our country. People are depending on other people to acknowledge and do it and deal with it. That's what's happening, people. Unless the shit falls in your lap, and like this is the situation, this is what you're going to deal with because somebody decided to throw it in your lap. You ain't going to do a damn thing for nobody. When the veterans crying and complaining on a YouTube channel, on a Facebook, on a thing, it doesn't mean anything to anybody. There's got to be something wrong with this. There's more to it, and I just don't know what it is, and I think he is a fraud. No, I just decided to get out and do it on YouTube because I'm falling apart, and it's time for me to start advocating for myself. And I shouldn't have to do this, people. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be here on YouTube and Facebook and start complaining. The hell with all you guys. As soon as I get the assistance I need, I'm going to disappear. I don't want to be on this bullshit. All right? So I'm doing it because it's necessary. And I'm taking the action. I'm taking the initiative because nobody else will. No attorneys, no doctors, no politicians, nobody. I'm taking it. That's why I'm here. What are you doing? Not a damn thing. So thank you all for listening. Until tomorrow, I will be on tomorrow bitching and complaining about the help I need. And if you are an attorney, okay, if you are a person of power, and I don't want to hear your fucking opinion, okay? I've heard all the opinions already. I'm opinioned out. All right. I don't need an opinion. I need, hey, what's your case? What's your situation? How can I help? Let's see if I can help you. All right. That's all I want. So, person of power, contact my contact information, write something I can get with you, see if it works out. If it doesn't, I'll go on to the next person. All right. But I don't need people just contacting me to feel good for themselves that they contacted me. Like, well, at least I tried. No, I don't need you. I don't need you, you know, filling up my damn email talking about, oh, if I do something to make myself feel good, then at least I tried. No, I don't need that shit. I need commitment. All right. I'm telling you guys, you guys want to benefit from this case, then take it on. You're too damn scared. That's why. Oh no, the policy. Shove policy up your ass. All right, yeah, I'm gonna leave you with that because that's where it needs